Hey y'all, Tailored by Debbie here. This week I'm going to show you how you can take some scrap fabric and turn it into an American patriotic flag inspired pillow. So what I did was I like to thrift material from thrift stores and garage sales, and I got a tablecloth in this beautiful burgundy red color, and I've cut 2 pieces of material from the tablecloth. And this pillow that I'm going to make is going to be a little bit smaller than the one I just showed you. I just go by the size of the fabrics that I have to use, y'all. This one is 16 by 14 times 2, and then I take a small, had it already over here by my sewing machine, a small piece of fabric. It's almost a square. It's 7.5 inches wide by 7 inches in height. Okay, and then we're going to take some fabric to use for your white stripes, and I've got kind of a cream and white check pattern, and you're going to cut 3 strips that are the same length of your width of your pillow, which mine is 16 inches. So these are 16 inches long by 2 inches wide times 3, and then you're going to need 3 of them that measure 10 inches long by 2 inches wide. So let's go on over to the sewing machine and I'm going to show you what we do next. All right, y'all, we're working with some interesting angles, but I'm going to do the best I can for you to be able to see what I'm doing here. We're going to take all of our strips that we're using for the white stripes on our flag design, and we're just going to take the 2-inch width and fold it in half. And I'm using some homespun fabric that's the same on both sides. But if you're using a fabric that has a right and a wrong side, you want to put the right side inside of where you're folding and have the wrong side on the outside. And then we're just going to sew one seam all the way down the edge of our fabric from the top to the bottom. We're not going to sew the opening here at the top. We're going to leave that open. Okay, so you can pin it, you can clip it, or you can just fold it together. That's typically what I do with this. I'm going to use about a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, and you want to start with a back stitch and end with a back stitch of just a couple of stitches, and then just sew all the way down to the end of your strips of fabric. You want to do this with all 6, the 3 long ones and the 3 short ones. Okay, now that we have all of our stripes sewn, we are going to turn all of our tubes to put that sewn seam on the inside, and I'm going to use something called a tube turner, and I will put down in the description box the link for the ones that I got from Amazon. I got a set of 3. They're very inexpensive and these are very handy. Let me show you how these work. You just want to take one of the tube turners that can fit inside of the tube that you sewed, and then you want to gather it until you have all of the fabric on your tube turner, and you don't want it to go past where the plastic tube is on the bottom. On the top, you do want to let it kind of overhang the top of the tube a little bit, and that's where the little wooden dowel rod comes in. You're going to take that fabric and push it down inside the tube like so. Okay, and then just push it through, and when you do, it's going to come out the other end and it's going to be turned right side out. Now take your seams and kind of move them with your fingers to get those seams over on one side. And we're going to do that with all 6 of our tubes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, once you have all 6 of your tubes sewn and then turned and then folded flat, next you're going to take one of your 16-inch piece of fabric. What I want to do is I want to kind of lay out how I want my flag pattern to be. And I'm going to take my 7.5 by 7-inch square, it's almost a square, and I'm going to lay it right here. Now on the American flag, it starts with a red stripe and ends with a red stripe, and there's a total of 13 stripes. So all I want to do is lay these stripes down, just leaving a little bit of space in between. Then we're going to take some pins and we're going to pin these stripes down where we want to sew them. And I'm going to zigzag along the edges of each of these. We're not going to worry about the ends because those will get caught in other seams that we're going to be sewing. So let's bring our sewing machine back over. And I'm just going to bring this in here, change over to a zigzag stitch. And I'm going to zigzag stitch right on the edge to where a little bit of the thread will go onto the red and a little bit of the thread will go onto our stripes. Okay, we're going to do a back stitch at the beginning and the end, just like we did when we were sewing the tubes together previously. All right, and then we're just going to sew along the edges. Back stitch on this end. Okay, and then we can just pick up our needle, put it back down and turn, and we can just sew to the edge and turn. That's just a little trick because that's going to be, when you sew the pillow pieces together, it's going to cover up that zigzag stitch that you did on the end. That just keeps you from having to cut every time you get to the end. Okay, all right, so let's sew up the other side, and then this time we're going to take the pins out as we go. Okay guys, now we have all of our stripes sewed on each side with a zigzag stitch all the way down the pillow. Isn't that pretty? The next thing we're going to do, we are going to take this square to put on our pillow. We're not folding this under. We're going to sew this down this side and this side with a zigzag stitch. We'll catch the top and the side edges when we sew the pillow together. To sew your pillow together, you're going to lay this part down right side up, and then you're going to take your other piece, and this tablecloth looks the same on both sides, but I do want to try to, when I cut this out, I laid the ribbed part of this tablecloth even with the other one. I laid them on top of each other when I cut it out. So I want to make sure that I'm placing the fabric on here so that that ribbed part is kind of lining up the best I can get it. I'm going to sew, find out where the top is, and I'm going to start on the bottom. I'm going to come in and leave about 4 inches in the center on the bottom of the pillow unsewn. And then I'm going to sew all the way around, and then we're going to turn it right side out. And I want to do a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance all the way around the pillow. Now before we turn it, we want to come over to the corners and trim the bulk off the corners. You do not want to cut your stitching. You want to cut up to it, leave a little bit, but just cut the corners. All right, then you're going to come down here and reach in and grab one of the farther corners and pull it out. And then go grab the other corner that's the farthest away and pull it out. And that makes it a lot easier to turn your pillow. Doesn't this look cute, y'all? How cute is this pillow? All right, so now we're done with our sewing machine. We're just going to take polyfill, and I found if you take it and kind of tear it up into small pieces before you put it inside your pillow, that it won't be as lumpy, believe it or not. If you leave it in a big clump like this, it's more apt to be kind of lumpy. So just kind of tear it in little pieces before you stuff. And I like to start stuffing the corners. You can stuff this pillow as full as you like it. All right, now when you're done, you're just gonna take these edges and fold, you know, kind of finger press those edges in like so. Turn them under and kind of pull them together. You want to get some thread that's going to match similar to the color of the pillow that you're sewing on the bottom there. Go ahead and thread a hand sewing needle. You're going to double your thread over and then tie a knot in the bottom. Take our needle and come down here where it's already machine sewn shut, and just come up between that seam, kind of in the middle of that seam is how I like to start. Go in, you know, under the inside of your pillow. And I'm right-handed, so I like to sew from right to left. Okay. We're just going to take that fabric, fold the material over, and then I just do a stitch, just kind of a small overlap stitch. I don't guess it's really an invisible stitch. I just do a small overlap stitch in one side, out the other, and loop it over the top. You match your thread, it doesn't hardly even show. Here it is, y'all. I just want to kind of take that stuffing and shift it around to where there's some in the bottom. And that's it. I hope y'all will give this a try. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, comment, subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed watching this, and drop a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see me make next time. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.